Today, I find myself in the land of enchantment, Santa Fe, New Mexico. You may ask yourself, how does a kosher-keeping Jew find himself in New Mexico? Well, today we have something special. The only kosher restaurant in the entire state of New Mexico. This is Manhattan Avenue Deli, Santa Fe, New Mexico.
We're here in the Manhattan Avenue Deli in Santa Fe, New Mexico. This is the only kosher restaurant in the state of New Mexico. The closest one is in Denver, 6-hour drive away. My in-laws moved here 28 years ago to open the first Chabad center in Santa Fe. 28 years later, my wife and I moved out here to actualize the kosher deli in Santa Fe. We have pastrami, we have corned beef, we have turkey sandwiches, we have a kosher Reuben, which is a Reuben without cheese, matzo ball soup, knishes. We have it out here in the desert.
Maybe perhaps the most iconic kind of kosher food around. Chicken matzo ball soup. Crawling through that desert, kind of talking to God and seeing the stars. This is exactly what I think I need to recharge my physical and spiritual. It's great, just perfect classic example deli style chicken soup. This is the only spot to really kind of show off a matzo ball soup. And they do it right and they do it well.
We're actually set in downtown. We're a block away from the Capitol. So we have plenty of non-Jewish locals who are here. They're here for like the deli food that they've heard about. Baruch Hashem, we get plenty of Jews that get reeled in by the lure of a pastrami sandwich or a corned beef sandwich that cannot resist.
That is a Reuben sandwich. There's a bunch of really special things about having the sandwich here, and the most special part is me shoving it in my face. A Reuben sandwich that has that perfectly thin cut corned beef, that perfectly kind of tangy kind of kraut, and just kind of the sauce. Now, rye bread, where does rye bread come from? Just to get rye bread here is probably a whole production, because this is not a place that has a kosher bakery. So here I am having that perfect build, perfect rye bread, perfect kind of tang, and I am pumped. Let's go for the king of all king of kosher deli sandwiches. That to me is going to be the overstuffed pastrami. This is the heft. This place is killer. You walk in, everywhere you look, this mountain is beautiful, and still have, you know, my certain comforts and luxury, like a overstuffed pastrami sandwich is the highlight of what we get to do. One of the great things about pastrami sandwich is the way it stacks on. When you slice it thin, it really builds it beautifully in there. Just that crusty kind of rye bread, so important, and just the right kind of mustard. I think like my brain is having like benchmarky feelings because I know exactly what I'm eating here. I know exactly what I'm feeling here. I know exactly what I'm experiencing here, and I'm loving it.
So Chabad House has weekly minyanim for Shabbos. We have a weekly Friday night dinner that people come to. We have holiday events, we have weekly classes, we have a Hebrew school. We have all sorts of regular Chabad activities.
This is a knish. A knish is like a laminated pastry with just a wonderful kind of home-style kind of bubby potato inside. This is a kind of classic dish, and the only way to eat it is a little bit of mustard. Yeah, memory flavors. Mustard and potato knish. Like that's a thing that our people have been doing for a very long time. And now I get to do it in New Mexico. Today I get the schnitzel platter. This is another kind of iconic Jewish eats. Every single kind of little kosher spot in America is going to have something like this. Your Israeli salad, your fries, and your schnitzel. Get in a sandwich too. I ordered it everywhere I go. Yeah, this is the kosher chicken plate. This is that flavor. Everything here just hits me in the right kind of kosher pleasure centers. Everything here is very specifically all the flavors and kind of identities that I grew up on as a kosher keeper, as a Jew in America. Have no fear if you're missing your bagels and lox. They have that here too. Another deli staple, vegan cream cheese. It's good for your soul. It is a Chabad house with a mission. But you're also in Santa Fe. You're in the land of enchantment. You're in one of the most beautiful, kind of special, really unique spots in the entire country. You're a kosher Jew. And now in Santa Fe, New Mexico, you have a kosher spot, helping you really kind of just live a grand, glorious life as a kosher Jew. This is the only kosher restaurant in the entire state of New Mexico. This is Manhattan Avenue Deli, Santa Fe, New Mexico.